something in, as we talked at early in the show, strategy and how that's going to play out.
Oh, look at this. Not again. Another Felbermeyer Proton car.
They have had some drama here today. Several incidents with the wall and other cars. And oh, look at this. It's the leader.
It is the lead car, the 74 car of Jan Magnussen.
That's big. He looks at
look at that.
like
the rear is completely torn off. Gary Pratt there, we're looking at in the middle of the screen, is watching these pictures.
To pit in.
You'd have to say that maybe these two cars are involved.
Yes, absolutely.
See the damage over to the left by the yellow flag there on the left. There's a piece of bodywork there. And like Ollie Gavin said, there's still a long way to go. It's at the 16-hour mark last year that both cars dropped out with engine drama. Right now, it's an incident on the racetrack.
I don't think that is Alfa Sal. I think that is the 77 of Wolf Hensler, because Alfa Sal was down the race.
a long time ago. That was destroyed. So
look at those fumes coming out the back of that car. And the only good news is it's right at pit end, so they'll be able to. Once they get that Corvette going, it's not too far before they could get to. It looks like it just might have got it fired up.
I don't think he's going anywhere until he gets dragged out of there.
Look at these marshals on the racing track, on the racetrack, just as cars are coming flying through.
Look at all the debris.
And for the second year in a row, when one of the Corvettes was looking good for victory, a collision has taken them out of the running.
I just don't understand. There's that much debris out there, Scott. I mean, you've got to get the safety cars out there and get this thing in order.
They need to. I mean, there's so much debris on the track.
You're not going to clean that up thoroughly without having a safety car out there.
I thought they might have got that Corvette fired again. The lights come back up. The only way he might be able to get back out, looks like potentially he could back up.
Safety car is being deployed.
Gear.
Yeah, he's trying to move it, it looks like. I'm not sure if those rear wheels, gravel gets deeper as you get in there, and I'm not sure if he's close enough to the shallow part of the gravel trap. He might be able to get some traction in reverse. I don't think he's going forward. That is major damage to that Porsche. Look at that. That thing is absolutely destroyed. I wonder if one was coming for the pit lane, possibly. There's some miscommunication. All conjecture at this point until we see some pictures.
And I'm going to take a gamble here, and we've only got one of the Felbermeyer cars left, the Proton cars, and it could be the one with Horst Jr. and Senior and Christian Reed. It could very well be the 63 Porsche. We know that Alfa Sal is out, and I think I saw the 77 go through the Hensler Mark Lieb car, so we will see.
With Magnussen in the gravel trap, Tony Vielander now assumes the lead in class in the 51 AF Corsa Ferrari, the 458, so they're having a strong day. Gavin was concerned about them, but I didn't think he was ever believing there'd be in this sort of incident to give up the lead.
This will tell us
Here we
more.
go.
Whoa! Oh, Jan just lost it on the inside.
Yeah, I think he came up on him so fast. He took evasive action, Scott, looked to the inside, and then just couldn't hold the line there. Just came really up on that Porsche really, really quick. I have to wonder if the Porsche is maybe slowing a little bit for pit lane, possibly.
Well,
yeah,
when it
just came
so
up
far
on him.
back, it's hard to say, but it looks like he tried to get up the inside. The rear got away from him, and he just couldn't keep control of the Corvette.
He's reacting really quickly, though, like he had a run of steam on him that he wasn't expecting to suddenly have to take evasive action.
See if we can get another look at that.
Some drivers will hustle the car all the way to the pit entry. Some guys will start to roll out of it a little bit before they get there.
Here it is again. Look to the top of your screen.
Looks like they're both.
He dropped a wheel on the inside there. You see some dust kicked up there.
I don't think the Porsche was heading to pit lane. I just think that the Corvette may have got too far off the inside. You see it took a big jump, and then he tried to capture it, and then the front hooked right into the Porsche. Did about 2 or 3 swaps on the rear, and unfortunately taking 2 cars.
I think that day could be over for that Corvette. That is a massive hit.
Under our 5th full course caution. And the shockwave still running through Corvette racing. More on the other side of this, and Brian Till will be with us.
Porsche was there, collected it. Porsche hit the inside wall, or the outside wall coming off through there, shot right back into the Corvette.
That was the 63 Porsche with Christian Ried in it, the Proton competition car shared with Horst Felbermeyer Sr. and Horst Felbermeyer Jr. The closing rate was not that great.
Side.
You can just see where all the dirt came up, caught him. Oof.
And we're 17 hours into this thing, and obviously Jan had been in the car for a while, but we talked about being patient, playing well together. It was the last portion of the Porsche curves, a short straight after that. I guess it's easy to sit here in this chair and say, what was the rush? But let's head down to Jamie and the Corvette camp.
Gary Pratt, obviously not the images you want to be seeing on the television screen at this stage of the race. What can you tell us about what happened?
Nah, we had a pretty trouble-free race going, and I don't know, Jan's going by, I think it was the, I don't know, the blue Porsche, and he was going underneath him, and he kept pushing him up onto the curb. And when he got up on the curb, it kind of set him wide and got into the Porsche, and then they both hit the wall.
Have you talked to Jan on the radio? Is he okay?
Yeah, Jan's fine. They just towed him behind the wall, and he's fine. But the car is just tore up. It's not going to be able to continue.
Completely unfortunate end of the day for Corvette racing, guys.
Now for Proton competition as well, because that car, that Porsche is destroyed. And what a great run they had going. It's so unfortunate to see. You heard Gary say that Jan was pushed up on the curb. We can't see that. Obviously, it's around that corner. But once again, you know, we talk about the risk and the reward. And obviously, at that point in time, it didn't pay off.
When you're a leader like that, you just need to be patient. And I'm not trying to throw down on Jan, because you don't know exactly what took place. But there's so much of this that could have been missed with just a breath.
And again, you know, the problem with this type of racing is there are driver changes that are happening all of the time, and the rhythm of the race changes every lap, and the habits of a particular car change when a different driver gets in. And maybe Jan had been around that car, who knows, just a couple of laps ago, and the driver was doing something different. It is one of the GTE-M cars, and we don't want to throw down on him, put any blame at his door with Christian Ried, but you know, Jan did have a pretty big run on him there, and maybe he just caught unawares at the closing speed, took evasive action, and just got on that inside curb there and flicked it around. But that was a heavy impact for both cars. Remember, Magnussen had a huge crash at Laguna Seca and broke his tailbone when he and Bergmeister got into it, and they've actually done a lot of modifications to that Corvette seat because of that, and he went into there pretty hard backwards. So that was a big crash. Good to hear that Gary Pratt says he is okay.